All right. Let me see. Audio check. Audio check. Y'all got to forgive me for starting late. These. Okay, look like the audio check is cool. This damn computer over here is giving me the blues right now, so I don't know what the hell is going on with that. So that's one of the reasons why I'm starting late. So I guess I'm gonna have to use the laptop. I mean, damn, not the laptop, but I'm gonna use my tablet as the second source. So yeah, I supposed to be started a while ago. But I see LaGreen in the building. I see Jeremy. What up, Jeremy Famo? Um, I don't know how this is gonna work because this damn thing over here just acting a fucking fool. And so, LaGreen, if you can, I need your help with sharing this out to everybody else come in. And I'm supposed to have a guest on the phone line, but I don't think he made it yet. Come up here and see if he made it yet. Also, let me exit this out. Y'all let me know, how's the stream going? Is it freezing or is everything good? What's going on? Cause it looking crazy on my end. And it says I have nobody watching now. What the fuck is really going on? Seriously. I wouldn't say to the group, but I guess to people who you affiliate with that does YouTube, you know what I'm saying, to share it out with them, because if you share it in the group, I will have to approve it, or one of the moderators will have to approve it if you share it in the group. So, but look like y'all falling in. I don't know what's going on tonight. You know, this computer over here is acting a fucking fool. You know, I'm getting kind of pissed off right now. I'm frustrated. So I was supposed to be in Kane live. So I apologize again for y'all for that, because I was supposed to be in Kane live. But, you know, shit crazy as hell. This computer needs to be fixed anyway because it's constantly crashing. So that needs to be fixed. Brother Smooth, if you can, man, help share this out because I'm having problems over here right now. But I'm going to try to do what I can. Let me see here. Okay. All right, look like this may work. So let me send it out to everybody who I can. And let's have us a show. I don't know where my guest is right now. Hopefully he will call in after a while. And Brother Smooth, I know you say if you get settled, you're going to call in. So I'll be waiting on you, fam, for you to call in and test out this new thing that we got going on. So let me invite some people. Let me invite some people. Did I post it up? No, I'm going to send it to y'all again anyway. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Miss Class in the building. Hey, what's going on? Flaw to Perfection in the building. How y'all doing? Thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for coming in. It's the view count still low right now. I don't know. Maybe it's a glitch or something. I don't know, man. I don't know. So let me send it out to what up, Dom? You got it? That's what's up. You got it. Let's see who else I can send this out to. Put him up in there. My man, Michael Flash Ford up in there. Put him up in there. See my man Terry Wells up here. Get him over here too. All right, that's all the sharing I'm gonna do right now. That's all I'm gonna do right now, as far as that goes. So, look like the chat room is kind of moving now. So, look like y'all slowly trickling on in. But for some reason, still saying it's only got 5 people in here. You know, I don't think Brother Sight said he got it. Okay, cool. He said he got it. Brother Smooth, did you share it to the group? If you're still in the chat room, did you share it to the group? You or Brother Sights, you know, when y'all share it to the group. And okay, he said he just shared it. Cool. You just shared it. That's cool. Let me see if the guest made it on yet. Let's see if he made it on the call line yet. Nope, he's still not here. Not sure if he having a difficulty or not with getting on the line, but hopefully he'll email me or something. Hey, Chassie, what's going on? Hopefully he email me or something and let me know what the business is with that. All right, so let me do something real quick. Y'all can hear it in my voice. I'm kind of frustrated. You know, everything want to fuck up at the last minute. So that's aggravating as fuck. It is. It's aggravating as fuck. You know, so so I understand a lot of times when Tommy say he needs help. I understand where he be coming from, man. Doing this shit by yourself, man, it's a booger bear. Let me see, did that work? All right, cool. That went through. There we go. Hey, Deep Fried Hunter Bun, what the business? What's the business? What else I'm trying to do? Wait, hold on, let me see something. My man, T. Jones, where he at? Find him. There you go, right there. All right. Let me go back to where it was. Pull y'all up right here. Fire Goddess made it. Hey, dear, how you doing? You made it. Share it out for your boy. I know you will. Share it out for your boy. Anyway, again, I apologize. Whoa, Marsha Singleton there? I ain't seen her in a minute. There she go. I haven't seen her in a minute. How you doing? All right. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Katie said, my cousin just shot up the neighborhood by accident fireworks. Yeah, we got people around here still popping them too, like the shit supposed to be still illegal or something. What the fuck, you know? They popping this shit like it's still supposed to be legal or something. But anyway, this your man Chris Thorns, know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I do it. Y'all know what I'm about to do, so let's get it in. All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Chris Thorns Show. As always, for the people who may watch this later, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you watch my content. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Y'all know what I do. I'm always bringing you some news, whether it's old or whether it's new. But usually when I bring you the news, 9 times 10 is new to me, just like this story I'm finna bring to you right now. It's kind of old, but it happened in the beginning of this year, from my understanding. But it's new to me, so I'm going to bring it to y'all. And actually, I've been holding on to this video for a while, but I never took a look at it and see what was its content. But I took a look at the content last night. I was like, wow, you know, this is crazy. But at the same time, what up, Barry? But at the same time, should we be surprised? Now, there is a phone line. I got a call number in the description box if you want to call in, you know, but maybe you want to wait to hear what's going on. Then you can call in to get your thoughts on what you just heard. Let me look over here again and see have my guest called in. No, my guest still ain't called in yet, but that's okay, though. That's okay. You know, maybe eventually he will call in. All right. But before we get into the show, let's have an icebreaker conversation. I was thinking to myself earlier, I was thinking about the saying that they got called chasing the cat. Why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat? And one thing I had thought of that me and somebody were having a conversation with, this has been a while back. And the conversation was about men chasing women. You know, we see a woman that we want, she's fine, and she this, that, and the third, you know, she probably one of the best looking women that we haven't seen in a while. Preach. So what do us men nine times out of 10 do? You know, we're going to try to make conversation. We're going to try to keep everything good with that woman. And I guess we do play the little chase game, you know, keeping checkups on them, calling them, taking them on dates, taking them to movies. So, you know, however you want to call it, you know, we do what we do to try to keep that woman attention. All right. So we sit over and look at this woman and be like, damn, you know, it'd be nice to have somebody like you on my team. But the question remained, me and this person was talking about, why is it once we get it, it's like we lose interest? I mean, let's think about it. And ladies, y'all probably had this done to y'all as well. When everything is cool and we kind of like chasing to get the cat, I guess it's like it's a challenge. It's a challenge that we're trying to get you, and it's a challenge that y'all trying to get us. All right? And you just imagine how things would be when y'all get together. All right? But for some reason, once you cross that borderline, y'all have sex. It's like it's not interesting anymore. Why is that? Or do anybody have an answer for it? Or is that human nature? Because believe me, I can speak on this too, because I'd have done it a few times myself too. You know, I don't know. Some people say for men it's a challenge, and once you accomplish that challenge, you don't want it anymore. Is that what it is? I don't know. Somebody help me out with that. Miss Class said, Chris, do I need to call? You can. We can talk about this for a minute for getting the story if you want to. Yeah, we can talk about this for a minute. Yeah, so that's my question, you know. Why is it for the men and the women, when we chase you or we get to know you, but when you cross that line, it's like the challenge is over. We don't have no more interest anymore. Fuck it. You know, you barely even get a phone call now, unless they want something, unless they want you to do something for them. Okay? So I thought that was an interesting conversation between me and another fellow guy. You know, once you hit the challenge, once you made the challenge, the interest is gone. The thrill is gone. Why do we do that? I'm asking the men and the women. Now, if you want to call in and speak on that real quick before we get in the show, you more than welcome to. Miss Class, I'll be looking for you to call in. Look in the description box and do what you got to do to call in. I think it's going to be an interesting topic. So we're going to have an icebreaker conversation before we get into the real story. So let me see what y'all saying up in here. Miss Class said, do I need to call in to answer this? Okay, go ahead. Barry said, I need more than sex in your company. If you can't offer any more than that, deuces. All right. Anybody can call in now, so it's just no particular people. Anybody can call in, you know. Brother Sight said the chase is more powerful than the grab. I like that. I like that. If y'all want to call in and talk about this, and you want to talk about the show, the number's in the description box. It tells you everything what you need to do to call in to the show. So let me see if Miss Classy made it on yet. Not yet. She probably won't be able to hear me right now because I am
unmuted.
Okay, I'm unmuted now. So Miss Classy, I'll be looking for you to call in. I'm looking at the screen now, looking for you to pop up. You know, so yeah, I'll be waiting on that. Use great, if not, still a great wild storm. So. Okay, Tracy, I see that. I see that. Oh my God, this fucking computer, I swear. It's after the dick. So Brother Sight said the chase is more powerful than the grab. I like that too, Flower. That's actually great what he said. That's actually damn great what he said. Brother Smooth said they no longer want to do the things to keep that person the same way they did things to get that person. All right. All right. Dom said, DJ, what up? DJC telling Barry exactly. Okay. All right. So yeah, so while we waiting on Miss Classy, if she's gonna call in, you know, while we waiting on that, you know, I just found that, and it just came to my head, you know, I thought that was an interesting topic that me and that person discussed. You know, why is it like that for the men and the women? Because y'all know it used to be one point in time where they say us men, we dogs, we just fuck y'all and we go on by our business. All right? But somehow the roles got reversed. And it's now women doing it to the men. And I find it quite amazing. And they have no filter when they do it. You know. Hey, they let you know, shit, I got what I got, you know what I'm saying? This shit is over with, cuz. They got no problem letting you know that. All right? But us men, you know, when we do it and they call and say, I don't hear from you no more and this, the other, you know what I'm saying? You on the call when you want something. And we got to come up with every excuse in the book.
Recording started.
Now, that must mean somebody just came on. Hold on. All right. I think this may be her right here. Let's see.
Classy.
910.
Miss Classy.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
I'm doing
How about
fine.
you? All right. Speak your mind. Tell me, answer that question for me. Speak your mind.
Okay. Normally, the man loses interest in that relationship. First of all, if that woman gives it up that early in that relationship on the first date, there's no interest after that. Number one, you're not gonna have it. I mean, it's no secrecy there. It's no thrill. You already know it's too easy. You got it on the first date.
Okay.
So
okay.
There's no point in continuing on. So why pursue something so easy to get?
Okay.
But if you got it that easy, that means somebody else prior to you got it that easy.
Hey, you know what? I can't disagree with you on that because that's absolutely true. I mean, I always say that, you know, there's no way in hell that if you fuck me on the first date or whatnot, that you're going to give me the excuse and say that I felt some type of way with you. I felt special with you. That's why I did that. No, because if you've been holding yourself back for other people, then there's nothing special about me that made you give in on the first night. Now, don't get me wrong. Me being a man, I have no problem with you giving it up on the first night. If you open that door, I would step right on in, but, the time for making excuses for that, I think it's kind of like bullshit now. We adults now in 2018. If this is what you want and that is what I want, then let's do it. No time for no excuses. You ain't got to make yourself try to make yourself out to something that you're not. So
right.
If you have a high sex drive, which a lot of you women does, and I believe a lot of men does have a high sex drive too, then it is what it is. You understand? It is what it is.
But that's if you're looking for a relationship in that woman. Now, if you're not looking for a relationship in that woman, and you're just looking for a friends with benefit, and you and her have that understanding, then that's a totally different thing.
I have go ahead.
That's a totally different thing, because you and that woman can have a mutual understanding. So you have to clarify that as well. Are you looking for a relationship in that woman? Now, if you're looking for a relationship in that woman and she gave it up on that first night, if you're looking for a woman to settle down with and she gave it up on that first night, then yes. No, I'm not going to, I would totally look the opposite way in a male if I was a male. But if I'm not looking to settle down, that woman is not looking to settle down, and she's just, hey, I'm a woman, you're a man, I have needs, you have needs. Then both of you have that understanding.
Okay.
You're there to fulfill each other's needs. And that's it, and that's all.
Let me, I agree with you what you're saying. I had a female told me probably a couple of years ago, because I think a lot of people got the meaning of intimacy. They put it in the wrong category. I think a lot of people think intimacy means sex. That's not necessarily what intimacy does not necessarily mean sex. I think it's part of intimacy, but it doesn't necessarily mean sex. All right. So a couple of years ago, this girl I kind of semi knew, but didn't really know her well. Of course, I did my talk to challenge to get it, and I was able to talk her in to come to my house in the wee hours of the morning. I think it was probably like 12, 1 or 2, something like that. You already know what's going down. So she comes, we do our thing. Now, this is what she said to me, and I find it kind of odd. When we got through, and I think when I talked to her like a couple of days later, she said, I felt like a hoe. I said, well, I was saying in my mind, well, I guess, technically you probably was in a sense, but I said, why do you feel like that? She said we did that, but there was no intimacy behind it. I'm like, okay, I tell you what exactly was you looking for behind that? Seriously. We had no discussion about, is there going to be a relationship? We didn't have no discussion about, is going to be a companionship or friend with benefits. We didn't have no discussion. Hell, we didn't even have no discussion that you want to be hoed after we did this. So what exactly was you looking for when you came that we couldn't have got understand before you came? Because if you was looking for more than what we did, then we should have discussed it. And I could have told you that, hey, maybe I'm not the one you want to do this with. If you're looking for more than what we just did. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm an affectionate person to an extent, but a lot of us men, we're not so affectionate. I don't know why, but I never just really been the real affectionate type, because I believe in giving people their space to breathe. Because I believe you can't smother somebody, they can drive somebody away too. Preach. I believe you can smother somebody too much and drive them away, and I'm not just the type to smother somebody and end up driving them away. I mean, you talking to a man that females, if we sitting down watching a movie, she would literally have to take my hand and put it around her, to have a little intimacy moment. And I get questioned about that. I had a woman question me one time, She said, "Are you not really affectionate?" I said, "Why you asking me?" She said, "Because I can tell. I literally had to take your arm and put it around me just to have a special moment with you." I said, "Well, damn, you know." And to see, that's what I like about a lot of you women, y'all intuition. She sensed that, you know. And of course, we had to talk as to why I'm not like that, and she understood where I was coming from. So it's nothing against her. The reason I was doing that, I wasn't neglecting her feelings or anything. You know, it just some things are part of me growing up that I suppressed a lot, and affection is one of them. You understand?
Right. And see, with women, regardless of whether it's just friends with benefit or whether it's a relationship type or whatever it may be, it's always that communication first, regardless of whatever it is, because you have to have that understanding of what it is. Normally, a woman is going to tell you what it is they're looking for, regardless. And women are not like it used to be. They're not bashful back in the olden days. And when I say olden days, back in the 70s, the 80s, and probably the early 90s, now they're going to tell you exactly what they're looking for. Look, I'm not looking for no man to tie me down. This is what I want. Hey, we get together, we do what we got to do. After we finish, you go home. Don't call me, I'll call you. Something of that nature. Or, hey, you know, something like that. And I guess I can say that because given my being married before, I was raised by an uncle. And I tell anybody this, I learned from my uncle. My uncle can't no man come and teach me nothing. I've been married 16 years now.
Awesome.
Previously divorced, but I'm married to my second husband 16 years. And me and my husband, prior to getting married to my second husband, my first husband, I guess I should have used the game that my uncle taught me, but I had that mindset from being raised by my grandparents that a woman's place was always in the home and raise the kids. So I allowed him to come and go and do as he pleased, but he taught me to never let my guard down ever again. And I have to say, I thank him for that, because I led by that rule when that day came. I put that rule in effect because I went back to the way my uncle led his life. My uncle was the biggest pimp, and I ain't met a pimp like him ever since. Because when a man could have his wife living in one room and his girlfriend living in another room, and he slept in one room and then had two more girlfriends, tell me what man ain't bad. Okay? That's a bad man.
Let me ask you before going further now. By you seeing that, and if I heard you right, this the man that had a helping hand in raising you. Did that have an effect on your life from seeing that? Did that make you feel like, you know, well, since he's doing that, did that mean I could do men like that? I could have multiple men and share them like that? Or did it have an effect on you at all?
No, it didn't teach me that I could have multiple men. What it taught me was a man can't come and run game on me.
Gotcha.
That's what it taught me.
Gotcha. Okay.
It taught me that a man could never come run game on me. Because the game that a man come run on me, I already know what he was already running.
Gotcha.
Which means you can't come and come saying kumbaya to me. You can't come and pick up the phone and say, I'll call you. No, you can't call me. You can't come and tell me about your little black book. Because 9 times out of 10, you was already written already in my little black book. That's why I say, don't call me. I'll call you. This ain't no, I'm a woman, you a man. You got needs, I got needs. I'll give you a call when I need you to come and satisfy my need.
All
I
right
don't
now.
need, after
All
you
right now.
satisfy my need, I don't need you to roll over and say, hey, baby, come on, let's hug up and go to sleep. No, what I need you to do is get up, go take a shower, and go home to your place.
Oh,
Don't
wow,
pick up
that's
the phone and
cold.
call me and say, hey, how you doing? I want to come over and see you. No, I don't
That's
need you to do
cold.
that. I'll pick up the phone and call you and let you know when I need to see you.
But you know what? That's cold. But here's the thing, though. If that's what you want and you being straight up, even though a lot of us might not like it, but at least you being straight up. And see, and that's what I respect better out of a woman. If they just be straight up. Straight up. Don't lie. Again, like I said in the beginning, don't lie, say you don't do this when you know you do this, okay? Because regardless of what, your personality and what you do is already out there because you'd have had people before you met me. You'd been with guys before you met me. You'd have slept with guys before you met me. And I'm pretty much sure you have done some of the same things to them that you had done with me. So why get with me and say you feel some type of way about me? I'm a man just like them. I got that third leg just like they got. So what is so different about me that was different from the other guys? Just be straight up. You know, hey, Chris, I'm just looking for some dick. You know, let's do it. I'll be like, all right, cool. I'm looking for the same thing. So let's do the damn thing. But if you know you're not looking for no relationship or nothing like that, then don't put yourself out there trying to make like you different from everybody else, like you just this princess or something that ain't nobody doing this to me, nobody treats me right, nobody do this. The reason you're not getting treated or whatever, because first of all, you're not making yourself clear what you really want. That's first of all. Second of all,
right,
the reason men or even women for their point is treating you the way they treat you because you are allowing them to do it. Once you start going and you got trigger words that make you get wet, and that's all you doing, just fucking, then that's the treatment that you always gonna get. Now, if you're looking for something more intimate, somebody who's gonna be there for you, or however you want to call it, then first of all, you got to change the person in the mirror. You need to know,
right?
You need to know that you work more than just a fuck buddy. All right? You got to change the person in the mirror. You got to change your demeanor. And you got to put your foot down. Put your foot down and say, I'm not going to do this anymore. Because I'm pretty much sure if you like that, us men, we're going to spread it. Man, I got this. I'm just going to be real, man. I got this fine asshole, bro. Man, you need to come over here, man. Come on. I got this number, man. Call her, man. She'll suck your dick like this and everything. But when I send her to him, and she see that person in the mirror, and she said, I can't do this no more. I need more. When she get to him, she gonna say, I want more. He's gonna get upset. Of course, he's gonna get upset because pretty much he's gonna have blue balls. He's gonna get upset. But at that point, then she should say, okay, well, I see you not looking for the same, so I'm going about my business. You know what I'm saying? But take care. And 9 times 10, he probably gonna call me, hey man, I thought you said she do this, she do that. Well, she did it with me. Maybe she saw the woman in the mirror and she's changing now, bro. And you gotta respect this. So if me and you can't offer her what she want, then we can't get mad. Hey, I can't get mad. She don't want to put that thing on me no more. I can't get mad.
But when you're looking, when we start talking about intimacy and a woman, it is more than that.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be able to connect. Intimacy is more a woman connecting with that woman. It goes deeper than that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a deep connection. When connecting with that woman, you have to be able to stimulate. It comes with stimulating that woman's mind. It's more than a sexual thing. You have to be able to stimulate her mind by communication.
Absolutely. I agree with you on that.
You have to be able to talk. You have to be able to do that. And that's why I did what I did from the previous, and then after I said, okay, enough is enough, now I'm ready to settle down.
Okay.
And when I said I was ready to settle down, now I'm ready to stimulate my mind, not only my body sexually, but I'm ready to stimulate my mind. And a person to know when that right person come along, because he's going to be able to give you all of that. Because he's going to be well-rounded in everything.
Okay.
So when I met my husband, I was like, my best friend, this guy come in, and I will see this guy come in my job all the time in the military. And my husband, they had a name for me. You know, 'cause as a senior NCO, they had a name. All of them had a name for me because it was just like a name that most females would call a belittlement. Because I tell anybody, yes, I was a straight up bitch. I was a straight up bitch. And I will have males come and hand me their number across the to me, and I'm like, what is this? Why are you handing me your number? I tell you what, let me tell you what I can do. This, I'm gonna do you one favor. This is what I'm gonna do for you. Watch me. And I would take their number and I would put it in the trash. I said, I'm gonna do you one favor. Watch me put this number in the trash. Try it with somebody else. Oh, do you need the keys to my car? Why would I need your keys to your car? Oh, because I figure, maybe we could get to know each other. Why would I want to get to know you? You're not even in my league for me to get to know you.
How the fuck can you get to know somebody by letting them drive your fucking car? Who the fuck talked
You're
to
not
me?
even in my league for me. And those are the things that you're not even in my league for me to get to know you. Little things like that. I'm sorry, but I'm not the female on the block. Next person, please.
Hell?
Until this guy came through, and I see this guy came through, and I'm like, oh my God. And my best friend sitting there, I was like, who is he? And she sat there and told me, I said, And I said, he got a girlfriend. She was like, oh, yeah, he's seeing some girl down in Smythe. I said, And she said, yeah, they gave him a surprise birthday party. I said, yeah. And she said, yes. I said, is he bringing her? She said, I don't know. I said, find out for me. And she said, more than likely he is. I said, well, let him know DX will come. I'm going to be his date that night. And she just looked at me. I said, yes. Let him know I'm going to be his date that night. So if he bringing her, I'm his date that night.
Oh, shit now.
Yes, I was.
Oh, shit
I guess that name was fitting for me.
I hear you. But go ahead, continue.
I guess that they,
go ahead, continue.
So he happened to call over there.
Hi, Giggles.
And he called over there looking for one of his soldiers in the platoon. And I happened to answer the phone. And I don't know, it was just something about bow-legged men that just turned me on. And my husband is really, really bow-legged.
Gotcha.
And that's what had turned me on. And he called over. I happened to answer the phone, and he said, Sergeant so-and-so. He said, Curtis told me something. I said, yes, it's true. I said, so, before I can even let him get it out his mouth, I said, yes, it's true. I said, so, that girl that you supposedly, he said, no, it's nothing serious. We're not in a relationship like that. I say friends with benefit. He said something like that. I said, okay. Well, I'm your date that night. And he said, it's just a party. I said, I don't care if it's just a party. He didn't know nothing about a surprise. The surprise was for him. He just knew they was having a party. I said, so I'm your date that night. He said, okay. He said, well, let me get to know you. What are you doing this Friday? I said, trying to get to know you if you let me.
Damn, you was bold like that? You was bold like that?
Yes.
You don't find too many women that's bold like that nowadays.
I'm a Floridian, plus my sign is a Taurus, so put two and two together.
Damn. You don't find too many women that's blunt like that now. You really don't. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's
Right.
amazing.
I'm a Floridian. I'm born and raised a Floridian. Plus, I'm a Taurus. So, hey, what can I say?
Right.
And so I say, trying to get to know you if you let me. And so he said, what do you? He said, what restaurants do you like? He said, do you like Italian? I said, yes. So we went downtown Birdsburg to an Italian restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
and for some odd reason that Friday, both of us was like kind of scared to go out, and that day we both was gonna call each other and kind of counsel on each other not to go, but we ended up going, and that day we went. That night we went out to eat, and then after that he was like, well, "What are you doing Saturday?" I was like, really nothing. I said, I was just gonna probably go down to Birdsburg and go shopping. He said, "Oh, okay." He said, "Well, I'll go to Birdsburg with you." So we went downtown Birdsburg and we walked the park. We went to Count Dracula Mansion and we walked around the park and stuff and everything. We spent the whole day Saturday just walking around and talking and getting to know each other, and then Sunday we just talked and got to know each other. And we spent like the first 7 months getting to know each other.
Okay.
Just traveling, going to chat, just doing things, getting to know each other, just talking, getting to know each other.
Right.
Learning each other's goals, learning each other.
That's awesome.
Finding out what it was that we wanted.
And that's
one
awesome.
year,
You
5
said,
years, 10 years,
right.
everything.
You said y'all been married for 16 years. That is awesome. That's an amazing story that you just told. So my hat's off to you, because you don't hear too many marriages even lasting a year now. I should have changed the name to this show, because this is a damn good conversation. But let me ask you this last question. We're going to get right into the show. So a lot of ladies use their age as the reason why they turn out, I guess, or they get turned out so early in age. Me personally, I think somewhat that's a cop-out or a scapegoat, because even though you're young, you still know what you're doing and what you're not doing, and you still was taught that if you don't use a condom, what's going to happen? Catch STD, you're going to catch AIDS, or you're going to get pregnant. All right. So at a young age, you already knew this. So is it fair for people to say, I was young, that's why I was wild like that? Do you believe in that, or do you believe that's a cop out? Or you as a woman, talk to me as a woman. Do you think that age has a problem these days with young ladies being turned out?
To me, I think the kids these days are more mature, and it's not a cop-out about the condom, because they know about the condoms. They choose not to use the condom. Okay. And the problem with that is you can supply them with that condom. They're not going to use that condom because of peer pressure. They're being peer pressured either by the male, or they just too fast and don't want to use it. And they think that it is a fashion. My friend girl got a baby, so I'm going to have a baby. And it's the same thing with this being gay. Being gay is fashion. In school, believe it or not, you have girls who is gay, but they're not fully gay.
I agree with you on that.
Or bisexual.
I agree with you on
and
that.
they're not fully bisexual.
Got you.
Almost like a fashion fad.
Absolutely, man. This has been amazing. I love this conversation. But you can stay on if you'd like. You know what I'm saying? You can do this show with me.
Well, no, I'm going to go back to the chat. I like to stay in the chat and stuff and everything, and sometimes I call back in, but I really enjoyed
I did too.
talking to you.
We should have did make the topic about relationships, you know what I'm saying? So about me talking to you, an actual woman who could speak on this or whatnot, you know, this was pretty cool. And maybe I need to do a show about relationships and just have men versus the women, you know. Because, of course, the men going to say the women this, the women that. Y'all women going to say the men this and men that. So here's the thing, though. We had this show, can the men and the woman agree on anything when it's coming to that? So we need to do a show about that, seriously. And you need to be back on this phone call, real talk. But you could call back, though, once I show y'all this video. I mean, anybody could have called in just now, you know, Faith, if she wanted to call. Anybody who want to talk about what we was talking about now, y'all could have called in. I mean, nobody is limited to calling in. But anyway, thank you so much, sweetheart. Let me go and get with the show and show y'all what I got.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Miss Classy. What a sweetheart and what an awesome conversation. What an awesome story that she just told. And I agree with a lot what she says coming from a woman. I agree with a lot with what she said, you know, and that's cool that I couldn't even argue with her. I couldn't debate her, you know, because I agree with her, you know, two mature people talking. I could agree with her, you know. So I'm definitely going to have to do a show about that, because that was too cool. I should have changed the name of the show to that. You know, I might just cut that out, you know what I'm saying, upload that part, let y'all hear me her talking about relationship and whatnot. That's pretty damn cool, man. I feel better now. She made me feel better. I was frustrated at first, but she made me feel better, though. Thank you, Miss Classy. Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, the phone lines are still open, so you can call in. The number's in the description box. But I'm finna show y'all what I got right now. Ladies and gentlemen, here's a story. Well, just listen. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. That's the wrong one. There we go. This is the one I want to bring up. Okay. Hold on. Let me bring y'all up over here. If it'll pop up, let me bring y'all up. Okay. Look like it's not going to pop up. So, anyway, let's listen.
Former assistant police chief tells an LMPD recruit to, quote, shoot black people.
WDRB's Katrina Helmer tonight explains how the disturbing Facebook messages came to light and why the officer wasn't fired right away. Katrina.
These messages are graphic, racist, and sexual, but Prospect's mayor says he had to follow the Policeman Bill of Rights before taking any action. Dark, secret words uncovered.
Probably the most disgusting thing I've seen come out of the mouth of a police officer.
While looking into another criminal investigation, Jefferson County Attorney Mike O'Connell discovered these private Facebook messages between now former Assistant Police Chief of Prospect Todd Shaw and an LMPD recruit. A meme shows Elmer Fudd with a gun and an offensive sign. Another shows a boy with a disability wearing a shirt with a racial slur.
Anyone who shares such blatant racist views should not be given a badge or a gun.
In another message, the recruit asks what to do if he catches juveniles smoking marijuana. Shaw responds, F the right thing. If black, shoot them. Then Shaw suggests having sex with the juvenile's parents. Unless daddy is black, then shoot him.
How could anybody say these things?
The Prospect Police Department hired Shaw, a former LMPD officer, in 2012.
He had a clean record.
Then, August 31st of last year, the Jefferson County Attorney sent Prospect Mayor John Evans this letter, including parts of the Facebook messages.
And I was shocked.
Evans immediately told the Prospect Police Chief, who put Shaw on paid suspension for nearly 3 months while he investigated the Facebook messages.
Oh, he had to take time because there was a lot of material to go through.
Then, November 20th, the police chief had an interview with Shaw, and that's when Shaw resigned.
Why wasn't he fired as soon as you guys found out?
Because the law doesn't work that way.
Mayor Evans says he knew Shaw.
My only impression of Todd was that he was a bit of a character.
But the mayor says there was nothing to give him any inclination Shaw would say things like this, and he got choked up talking about it.
This is, I know, upsetting for you.
Very, very. I'm so proud of this town.
Does it hurt?
Yes.
24 cases involving Shaw as an officer are expected to be dismissed because of these messages.
The effect it has on the criminal justice system, if this goes unnoticed and unchecked, is extraordinarily serious and could affect rights of a lot of people. But
we got blindsided. That's what it is. We just got blindsided.
The LMPD recruit involved in these messages is no longer with the department. Shaw fought to keep these messages private, but a judge decided to release them. Reporting live in Prospect, I'm Katrina Helmer, WDRB News.
All right, so y'all just heard that, right? Now, Ralph, let me tell you something. I said the same thing you said, brother. I said the same thing you said. It's not surprising, but at the same time, shit like this is not being brought to the light. All right. Now, they did a lot of videos talking about the cops pretty much defending them when they needed to be defended. But there's nothing to defend this jackass for what he did. Now, this is very hateful. This is very hateful. And for people who sit there and say that racism doesn't exist anymore, you sadly fucking mistaken. You sadly mistaken. Again, people, now that you heard it, the phone lines are open. If you want to come in and speak with me on this and give your thoughts, hey, you're more than welcome to. Everybody's welcome to call in. This man right here apparently was raised by nothing but racist motherfuckers. Did y'all hear how foul and vulgar he was when he said it? Seriously, did y'all hear how foul and vulgar he was when he said it? If it's the juveniles, have sex with their mothers. He said, fuck what was right. He said, fuck what was right. Again, I had to ask y'all, do y'all remember when I talked to the Baltimore police and somebody asked them, can a cop arrest another cop? Yes, they can, but a lot of the shit that they do gets swept under the rug. But you will also remember that the Baltimore Police Department, whom I talked to, they never said there wasn't any crooked cops. They never said there wasn't any foul cops. They never said that. They just know them two was not one of these cops part of this fucking corruption. Now, I thank the judge for letting them messages show, because they saying he talking about he didn't want him to show. Oh, no. Why you don't want him to show? You was big and badass to say it to your comrade, so you should be big and badass and let the court see what the fuck that you had to say. Hold on, let me see something. Oh, okay. Yeah, you should be big. Inappropriate question. What's up, famo? Y'all get them lights up. If you big and bad enough to tell a recruiter to fuck us, shoot us, and fuck our moms and all this and the third, but you want to be a bitch and tell the judge to hide what the fuck you had to say, for what? The shit is already out there. All right? Why you want to be a bitch and tell the judge don't show what you said? No, you a hoe. So judge should have treated you like a hoe. All right? And I don't want y'all to get twisted. I don't sit up here and just praise white people. Here, I really don't praise black people like that. If you're doing fuck shit, you just doing fuck shit. You doing ignorant shit, you doing ignorant shit. Nobody is exempt from it, no matter what fucking color that you are. But I have to ask the question, though. This happened this year. Early in January, from my understanding. It happened this year. So as much as Black Lives Matter like to protest, why wasn't this out? Why wasn't they protesting about this? Because pretty much this is fairly still new to me. It is. I just finally had to sit down and listen to what the fuck this asshole had to say. Right, UFO, I agree. But at the same time, UFO, you got a lot of crooked black cops too. I'd heard a story of black cops. Isla Green, thank you. I heard a story of black cops pull somebody over for a traffic stop. Hey, MCD, pull somebody over for a traffic stop, take their ID, and they find something on them on a police scanner or whatnot. They tell them, the only way you getting out of this, you follow me to an alley or something and blow my dome, and you'll be all right. I've heard stories like this before. But I do agree with you, brother. I do agree with you when you say that. All right? But I had that question too. When he said this, I'm puzzled about this. When he said that, the lady asked him, why was he instantly fired? Because y'all heard him say what he said himself. He said somebody who act like that, who talk like that, do not deserve to have a badge. They do not deserve to have a gun. Well, if that's how you felt, why was this dickhead still on the force then? He said that's not the way the law worked. It's not. So let me get this straight. If I'm a black man and I came up in a police station calling y'all all kind of crackers and all that, I mean, how long would y'all have me on the force? Just a question. How long would y'all think they would have had me on the force if I came in and started calling them wetbacks and crackers and stuff like that? And how fast they probably would have fired me? How fast they probably would have took my badge and took my gun? How fast you think they would have worked on me if I came in there talking like that? Seriously. How fast you think they would have worked on my ass? Right, Brother Smooth, the Scooby-Doo thing. Right. How? And again, ladies and gentlemen, the phone line is open if you want to call and talk about it. Brother Smooth, I'll try to stay on as long as I can so you can call in. I know you're going to call in probably sometime soon. So the phone lines is open if y'all want to call in and talk about it. So let me read this article over here that I got. Thank you, Dom. Well said. Well said. So here's the article that I pulled up and that I'm about to read to y'all. And it was from ABC News. It says former Louisville area assistant police chief allegedly instructed a recruit to shoot black people, authority says. You just got to love how they use that word, allegedly. You just got to love how they use that word. It says a former assistant police chief for a Kentucky Police Department allegedly instructed a police recruit to shoot black minors if he were to catch them smoking marijuana, according to the court documents. In the August 31st letter to Prospect, Kentucky Mayor John Evans, Jefferson County Attorney Mike O'Connor wrote that he has serious concerns about then Assistant Police Chief Todd Shaw, who at the time was acting chief of the city of Prospect, a suburban city in the Louisville metropolitan area. When senior Jefferson County prosecutors met with members of the Louisville Metro Police Department, they reviewed highly disturbing, racist, and threatening Facebook private messages. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hello? Yeah, you probably have to call the number in the description box. I don't have this connected. It's in the description box. It's in the description box. All right. What was I saying? He was sending Facebook private messages exchanged with a former LMPD police recruit. The letter states the prosecutors were at the department to conduct an investigation to determine whether to file criminal charges against Shaw, O'Connell said. The prosecutors found the messages while investigating a case in which Shaw allegedly tried to assist another officer by improperly accessing the National Crime Information Center database. Y'all hear that shit? He tried to access the crime database. This dude right here was ruthless. He was ruthless. His attorney in the criminal case, Nick Mudd, told ABC News prosecutors have dropped efforts, filed criminal charges against Shaw in that case, Mudd said, adding that he did nothing wrong. Said he did nothing wrong. The Facebook messages of concern which accompanied the letter O'Connell sent to Evans occurred from September to October 2016, O'Connell said. In the Facebook messages, Shaw and the recruit discussed a scenario for the recruit's training in which he had to write a paper. Hold on, I think somebody just came on the line, y'all. Hold on. I think this is my man, Brother Smooth. Is that you, Brother Smooth?
Yeah, it's me. What's up?
What's going on, brother? I'm gonna get to finish reading this real quick. I can't call in. I don't have a. You don't have to press pound. You don't.
Yeah, I think I did that already.
No. Somebody in the chat room say they can't call in. They don't have a pound key. I don't think you have to have pound. They say it says to enter the show ID plus the pound key. Just enter the show. How you don't have a pound key? I just thought about it. How you don't have a pound key?
It's got a pound key, but I think they're talking about the PIN number or something like that. They just got to hit a 1 then the other pound key.
Yeah, just enter the PIN number. I don't think you necessarily have to hit the pound. So just do that. Just hit the number. I don't think you necessarily have to hit the pound. But if you do, I don't know what to tell you. Then you say you ain't got no pound key. I don't know what to tell you, but I thought every phone got a pound key.
They got a pound key.
Yeah, every phone
got a pound key.
Yeah. If your pound key got 2 symbols on it, just still press that button anyway. It should pick up just like the pound key. All right, so, but I don't think you necessarily have to press the pound key. So try it again. I'll get back with you. I'll see if you pop up. So try it again. Well, it give me a thing when you come on. So it says, in the Facebook messages, Shaw and the recruit discussed a scenario for the recruit's training in which he had to write a paper on the right thing to do. Well, I don't know why the fuck he had to do that because he already showed. Damn, bro, my fault. I got caught up and didn't see the notification. That's good, Raw Rebel. Hey, if you got the number, call on in, fam. We still live. He said, okay, Chicken said, the person said they called. Okay, cool. I hear you when you come in. I hear the little buzz when you come in. So they saying they made it write a paper. I'm confused about this too. The recruit appears to have, okay, I'm lost. Let me start back over. In the Facebook messages, Shaw and the recruit discussed a scenario for the recruit's training in which he had to write a paper on the right thing to do. If he were to come across 3 juveniles who were smoking marijuana, O'Connell wrote. The recruit appears to have come to Shaw for advice, telling him, I'm so confused about this paper. In the message, okay, so Shaw must have wrote him a paper telling him, to fuck up black minors if you see them doing certain shit. All right? And which confused him about, I guess he was saying, the fuck is you talking about? But he didn't know that the dude must have had that much hatred towards us individuals. Now they said these.
Yeah, he was disguising that. That's what that was.
Okay, so they said this happened back in October the 5th, 2016. Now get this.
Yeah.
He said, fuck the right thing. Shaw allegedly wrote. He said, fuck the right thing. If black, shoot them. That's cold, bro. That's cold.
That's not good, man. That's not good at all.
Right. So it said Shaw allegedly made other racial threatening statements. Hold on, somebody else just popped up. Let me see.
Yeah, let me know when you're done with that, man, because I'm going to have to take a walk outside and it's going to get loud, so I just want to say a little something and jump back in the chat.
Okay, all right, cool. I think I'm almost done now. Okay, somebody from 447. Oh, let me see something real quick. Let me see they hung up for some reason. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody from 447 was just on the line. So if you were 447 chicken, you need to come back. I don't know what happened, but you just got knocked off the line.
Yeah, something.
Okay, that wasn't him. I believe that was Chicken just tried to call in. Call back in, Chicken. I don't know what happened, but you just got knocked off the line. You're not that line. So yeah, he said, "Fuck the right thing." Shaw allegedly wrote, "If black, shoot them." Shaw allegedly made other racial threatening statements, which included instructions on how to handle the juvenile's parents, according to the letter. If the mom is hot, then fuck her. Shaw allegedly wrote, "If the dad is hot, listen to this fool. If the dad is hot, then handcuff him and make him suck." Oh wow! Oh wow!
Oh no! I gotta jump in on this, man. Let me know.
Oh
Please.
wow!
Please,
Go
please,
ahead, bro.
right.
Go ahead. Oh.
All right. Real quick, shout out to everybody who's in the chat room. Glad you made it. Okay, in this case here, this slipped under the cracks, and these jokers are definitely responsible for it. Their department, the heads, whoever was in charge, they need to be fired themselves for letting someone like this get into the force. Because behavior like that right there, that's not for the people. That's not someone who I would want to be protecting me on the road as a policeman.
Right.
And I know a few policemen in my lifetime which they would not even think about saying something like that, much less say anything like that. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, we all know that there's crooked cops in this world. We know that there's crooked people, period, in this world. Absolutely. But the thing is, though, they let him get away with it for so long, and then when it finally got caught out there on social media, now all of a sudden, oh, I didn't say that. But the only thing is, you're caught out there. So lying ain't gonna get you out.
I don't know what's going on, man. But your phone going in and out. You'll come in loud and you go back out. You'll come in loud and you going back out. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because I went out to the room. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
All right, let me stay here. What I was saying before, though, was like there's crooked people everywhere, whether it be crooked cops, crooked politicians, you name it. But at the same time, they let this go on for so long, and then when finally got on the social media, now all of a sudden he wants to change his tune. And then in this case, guess what? That exposed a lot of people and a lot of things that they're thinking these days. Because if you think about it, why would somebody like that be on the force to begin with? I said in the chat earlier on that they need to do evaluations on people before they can even consider giving these people jobs, because if they're able to fake trying to act like they're for the people they're protecting and serving, as they say, but yet you're going to say to somebody else, oh, if this person looks like this, or do this, but then if they're black, kill them, or anything else like that. Number one, if someone were to do that to you or your family or any family members, you'd be ready to kill them yourself.
Right.
Point blank, period.
Absolutely.
No discussion.
Absolutely.
But yet you're gonna think that and say that about somebody else's color, somebody else's race. That could have been someone that was Indian, somebody that could have been Spanish. You name it.
Absolutely. And Brother Smooth, me and you been doing this for a little over a year now together, brother, and it's been a great journey so far. A lot of people like our vibe. A lot of people like what we do. Now, we never once said that all cause are good cause. You would never hear us say some shit like that. You know, I see you, bro. I see you. We would never say no shit like that, whether they white or black. I mean, because the fact of the matter is racism still exists. It still exists. You know, so we can't act blind like it doesn't. And this right here proves that it does exist, especially with these motherfuckers who supposed to be protecting us. But you got some that's actually out here to harm us. And we know this. But at the same time, you know, a lot of times, I mean, you talk about is, you know, us putting ourselves in harm's way a lot of times. But in this situation right here, nobody was putting themselves in harm's way. He was trying to go harm people.
No.
He was personally trying to put people in his way to harm. But I'm still puzzled. Why the fuck was he not fired? And why did the law just not work that way? I don't get it. I don't get it. Why the law?
Nah, see, here it is. Here it is, though. Here it is. There's always some type of loophole in the law, whether it's for us or it's for them. I'm going to say it flat out. There's always some type of loophole that lawyers can use to where they can get out of something like that there. But at the same time, though, I'm sorry. If I was that guy, I wouldn't even be talking about, oh, the law doesn't work that way. I'll just say this, whether it's law or not, right is right and wrong is wrong, period. Whether I'm black, whether I'm white, whatever type of race we are, right is right and wrong is wrong. And he went wrong on that there, talking about how the law works and how it doesn't work. Absolutely. I'll just say this much. How would you feel if it was your family member that was in that same boat when you heard that guy say it? That's how that would work for me. I'm like, tell me about laws about that right there, and then we can have a conversation.
Absolutely, absolutely. We got somebody on the line real quick. I think this is Chicken. What's going on, 447? 447. Chicken. This you?
I don't know, man. I think he's got some problems too.
447. Are you muted? I unmuted you. Are you muted? Yo.
Can you?
You going in and out. You'll come in, then you go out. You'll come in, then you go out.
Hold on, but give me a.
Hey, Chris, I don't think he's gonna be staying on long unless he gets kicked out the line. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and hang up, bro. I'm gonna go back to the chat though. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna try to work with 447 here. Appreciate it, brother.
All right, no problem.
All right. All right, 447, you there? All right, 447, do me a favor. Hang up and try to call back in because it look like you're having technical difficulties. All right. Life 447 was having technical difficulties, but if you're still in the chat, man, try calling back in because you was coming in and out, so I don't know what was going on with that. So if you're still in the chat room and you still want to speak on the subject, just try calling back in and see does that work. All right. So this fool said if his mom is hot, then fuck his mom. If the dad is hot, handcuff him and make him suck your dick. That is so disgusting. That is so disgusting. Then it says, Shaw allegedly continued, unless the daddy is black, then shoot him. Again, like I just seen one of y'all say in the chat room, that's pretty much hate crime. So how is it that's not the way the law works, and he pretty much promoting hate crime? Because think about this. If you got an undercover cop, and I've seen these stories a lot of times, you got an undercover cop, and the wife is trying to hire that undercover cop as an assassin to kill her husband, y'all would say that's against the law, and y'all would arrest her for that. Preach. Y'all would sit up there and arrest a woman because she's trying to get her husband killed. She's trying to plot him to get killed because she's thinking she's hiring an assassin. But this guy right here was pretty much promoting. He was promoting it. And this man said, that's not the way the law works. How fucked up is that? How fucked up is that? So it says in another alleged message dated September 24th, 2016, the recruit told Shaw that he didn't think he would be the class leader in his recruit class because a former correction officer was in the class. Shaw then allegedly told that recruit that he was required to sign a form saying he wasn't racist. Wait a minute. He told that recruit that he was required to sign a form saying he wasn't racist or associated with racists or hate groups per some Kentucky law. The fuck? Okay. What has policing come to when all you can shoot are white people and injured deer? He allegedly wrote, as Jefferson County Attorney, I feel compelled to notify and warn you of Shaw's deeply offensive and racist statements O'Connor wrote to the mayor, "There is no place in the police department for men or women who hold such strongly held prejudices, including recommending shooting people simply because of their race." O'Connor stressed how disturbing it was that a senior law enforcement officer with more than 20 years of experience was expressing racist views to a young recruit. The letter to the mayor included attachments of the relevant Facebook messages and copy and other relevant officials, including the Prospect Police Chief and the Louisville Metro Police Chief. In another alleged message on April the 8th, 2017, Shaw allegedly referred to Martin Luther King Jr. as nothing but a racist womanizer. But because someone shot him, I get a day off with pay each year, so I would take it, the message allegedly stated. Wow. Oh, wow. What's up, that's Needy? Wow. Shaw also allegedly wrote on March 6, 2017 that he needed target practice when referring to the revitalized Russell neighborhood named after African-American educator and Kentucky native Harvey Clarence Russell. On Thursday, Shaw filed a motion for a restraining order or temporary injunction in the Jefferson County Circuit Court, seeking to have the Facebook records deemed exempt from inspection according to court documents. The motion was denied. Since Shaw was the assistant police chief and acting chief for Prospect at the time of his resignation, their responsibility lends itself to a higher level of public scrutiny, Judge Judith McDonald Berkman states in a court document. While the court understands how embarrassing the documents may be to Shaw personally, they are not of the private nature intended to be shielded from public disclosure, McDonald Berkman wrote. The documents reveal opinions and prejudice that bring into question Shaw's integrity as a law enforcement officer who has been entrusted to serve and protect all members of society. Shaw has not been charged with any crime as a result of the records. The motion states Michael Byrne, an attorney who represents Shaw in the civil case, told the Louisville Courier-Journal that Shaw, throughout his police career, treated all people fairly and respectfully, regardless of their race. His Facebook messages were made privately between colleagues and friends who share the reality of being police officers in today's culture where police are demonized and demoralized for doing what is required to keep the community safe. Burns told the paper, "Action speaks louder than words, and Mr. Shaw's actions during his career speak for themselves. He is not a racist in any sense of the word." Now, this is an attorney defending him saying this. This is an attorney defending him saying he's not a racist. Wow. If that isn't racist, nah, Rob Rebel, they can't, because that's the opinion everybody else be putting in. Look in the description box. It's in the description box. I put it in the description box too. You know what? I think I did give you. Yeah, Raw Rebel. Check the description box. I think I had to hang up and call it back, and it gave me another one. Check the description box, and all the details is up in there on how to call in. Because everybody been using the same PIN number and whatnot, so I don't know why is it giving you trouble or whatnot. You know, that's weird. That's weird. That's weird. But check it out, y'all. He had an attorney. The attorney said he's not racist. He said his action speaks louder than words. How many of y'all agree with that bullshit? Now, as far as the action goes, I guess I get him a little leeway on that, but his words definitely show that he's a prejudiced racist fuck. But his attorney saying different. How the fuck does that work? All right, cool. I'll listen for you when you come in. How the fuck does that work? Somebody help me out there. How the fuck does that work? So if it's not racist what he said, then what the fuck do you call it? This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Let me get through. Shaw resigned after the records were shared with the Prospect Police Department, which launched its own investigation according to court documents. He started working with the department on June 4, 2012, and was not issued any reprimands. Hold on, somebody just came in.
This is Miss Classic.
910.
Hey, Chris, this is Classic.
Oh, it's you again? What's going on, babe? What's going on? Holla at me.
Hey, when it comes to the police force, they go through a strenuous evaluation.
Mm-hmm.
The same way the military goes through their evaluation.
Okay.
The problem with it is you have to look at it like this. Who is on the police force? How are they staffing the police force?
Mm-hmm.
You have the KKK.
Mm-hmm.
You have the, the Aryan Nation. You have those races, all of them. And you have what we call is the GOB, the good old boys.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't fall within one of those, there is not going to be any structure. And somewhere at the top is covering for them.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter what, it's never going to be a right when correcting a wrong. The justice system, all the way around, is wrong. The legislation system is wrong. The White House is wrong. You got to fix the top in order to fix the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I like that what you said. I love that what you just said very, very much. So you just heard me say that his lawyer said he's not racist at all. How you feel about that? As I just read all the shit that he said. How can you not label that racist, or what would you call it? How do you feel about that when I just read you that?
Oh, he racist. He racist. He was racist when he came out the womb.
Okay. Okay.
He was taught that.
I thank you. That's
he
what
was
I'm saying.
raised
Yes.
around that.
Yes. Yes. And his attorney says his action speaks louder than words. What the fuck? I mean, you pretty much promoting hate against blacks. So what more action do you fucking need? He pretty much telling people he see us, fuck us up on deck. That's pretty much what he's saying. So how the fuck can the attorney back him up and say that, okay, yes, he's treated everybody respectfully. Yeah, but are you sure he has done that? Are you sure he ain't got no dark clouds where he actually did fuck somebody up, but people are too scared to speak on it?
You know what? People are not really speaking on it, but you have to look at it like this. How many races? Look at how they have came out since Trump has been in office.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has came out with this foolishness. I am going to reverse from what we're talking about and put it on Trump. Everything that's going on now with the foolishness, the rants, the raves, the outbursts, the disrespect, the disregard towards blacks, they're only doing what they see him doing.
Mm-hmm. Because it's
so if our president is not respecting us, why should this cop do it? And he's sworn to protect us, and Trump is sworn to protect the country, the free world. So if we can't get our president to respect us, why should we expect a sworn police officer to respect us?
I like how you put that, sis. I like how you brought that to the light. Let me bring my man Raw Rebel up in here because he's supposed to be my special guest. So let me bring this man up here. Here go the man in the hour. Raw Rebel, what's going on, fam? Talk to me.
What's happening, brother?
What's going on, my guy? Glad you finally made it, man.
Oh, yeah, man. Sorry about the delay.
You
but,
good, you
I'm
good.
here now.
You good. So, I don't know how much you heard, but I sent you the little news clip, and I got both of y'all open so we could talk. I sent you the news clip, and I'm pretty much sure you saw what I read.
Yeah, not like the sister was just saying. You know, we see it now. But this is something that's been going on for a long, long, long time. But now it's a rite of passage because of who you got leading this country.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, and I'm just keeping the topic because I'm not a believer of none of the politics and none of that because it's all a facade. You know what I mean? So, but that's not neither here nor there. But with this issue, this has been going on for a long, long time. You know what I'm saying? But now that you have, like she was saying, you have a leader that will tell you out of his mouth, he didn't say out of his mouth. If you see these type of people, fuck them up. Yeah. He's saying that to regular people at a rally. You know, he still constantly carries that rhetoric on to these rallies he go to. He just did one the other day. You know what I'm saying? So with these police, this is something they, like she said, they've been raised. You know, an idiot is raised to be an idiot. You know what I mean? Whether it be by circumstances or whether he be taught that by his family. You know, because we got idiots on every side of the fence. And I think that we have to pay attention to that because these be isolated situations. You know what I'm saying? The cop killings, the racist cops, they be isolated situations. And then they magnetize it because of social media, get magnetized times 100. And it really makes us think, as everything else they do in programming makes us think that there is a problem. You know what I'm saying? Of course, there are problems everywhere because you have idiots. But you got idiots that live next door. You got idiots when you walk outside that do way dumber shit and harm more people.
Absolutely.
You know, these cops be isolated into situations, but I'm not giving it a pass at all. But this stuff is like fear propaganda. You know what I'm saying? And I try to like buck against that because I've learned in life, not to get off subject, wherever you find yourself in a situation, you kind of put yourself in that situation. Whether it be going through the suburbs, whether it be riding through the suburbs where you know it's racist cops at. Well, they ain't gonna fuck with me. I'm riding with the family, and it be that day when they get you. Yeah. We know these things are there. We're not stupid, but we have to be aware of what's going on. We know it's a game. You gotta know how to play the game. When you play Monopoly, you play to win.
Exactly.
And life is the same way.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? This life we live is the same way. You have to play to win, so you have to be smart. They showed a map. They showed a map yesterday of all the places that's Trump. And I mean, that whole goddamn map was red. You know what I'm saying? So we have to see Hansel and Gretel is the most American fable that's still around. It's been around a long time. You know why? Because the main things, when you say Hansel and Gretel, what do you remember from that story?
There's
the witch.
The witch, yeah.
Not the witch, the breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? They leave breadcrumbs for you to see. You just have to be paying attention. You see all these red states, okay, I know my motherfucking attendance got to be up because at any moment it could pop off. But we still walking around with balloons coming out our head that we don't see shit because we choose not to see it.
Right.
In these type of situations, you know that they happen, so you have to prepare yourself, prepare your family, that this shit is real out here. We playing to win. So you have to educate your family like, look, you know we can't go there. When we go there, we're going as a unit.
Mm-hmm.
And if something pop off, we got an evacuation plan.
Yeah.
The cops pull up on us, we going to just say, okay, whatever you want, officer. We're not going to buck. We're not going to talk. You only talk when you ask. It's fucked up. You have to live like that.
Absolutely.
But it's not all the time.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you see an idiot when he coming. You see his attitude and his energy when he approach. So you know, okay, this is one of them. Let me shut the fuck up and go home.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we know this stuff is there. We know this is there. It's been there for hundreds and hundreds of years. This same type of mentality of these people has been there forever. It's not changed. This is not nothing new. It's just magnetized because we can see it now. It's on the timeline all day. We can see fuck shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that should make you more aware. You know what I'm saying? And not be afraid. But now I'm aware now, so I don't have to be afraid. I don't have to not want to go there. I know not to go there, period. Because I know that's how they get out there in Shelby Township.
Right.
We see it.
And Rob Rebel, let me bring this up to you, man, because, you know, a lot of times I say this in my streams, you know, and I'm glad you point out what you point out. You used a great analogy when you said the Hansel and Gretel. That's a damn great analogy. And one of the things I always point out is, you know, when you see idiots, just like you said, okay, I see an idiot, let me calm down, do my thing because I want to go home. I want to live to see another day if that other day is promised to me. But a lot of people don't have that mentality. A lot of people like to prove that they ain't no sucker. They ain't no bitch. They ain't no hoe nigga. They ain't no hoe bitch and none of that. But when you start doing that, bucking your chest up, then unnecessary shit just starts to happen. And then, like Ms. Classy said, and I think you just said it too, then you put yourself in a situation that you didn't need to be in because you try to prove to the world, to the neighborhood, that you Billy Badass. But the people who you try to prove that you Billy Badass to, they're going to go on and live another day. They still got their freedom, but you being a jackass and lost your freedom because you're trying to show out in front of everybody. And that's one thing that I wish people would stop doing. So I'm glad you brought it up, brother. But go ahead, man. Continue. Go ahead, man.
No, I want to say, but you see, we have certain incidents that they show us, like Philando Castile. He was compliant to the fullest, and he still ended up losing his life.
Right.
But on the flip side of that, and it's really not a flip side, but you see how they took that and they magnified it because you had the Alton Sterling earlier that week or a week before. Then you get the Philando Castile, and they made the Philando Castile so huge. You had the girl in the car with him, and she went on the tour afterwards because they want to show you that this police state shit is real.
Yeah.
It's not a game. It's not for play. And they're letting you know that either you're going to pay attention or you're going to die. Or somebody you love going to die because y'all not paying attention to what's happening. See, it's going to get worse than this. You know what I mean? Because they're going to be able to, because now you got this idiot letting people think that it's okay to be a fucking idiot. And it's all part of the plan. But we have to be smarter and know not to even feed. We can't even right now be on the defensive. We got to be straight on the offensive.
Yeah.
And it's just
that's why people don't realize that racial profiling is really serious as well. And the police and the justice system says that we don't racial profile. They racial profile. The moment they pulled him over, they knew he had a record. They knew he had a concealed license. They had every information on that guy, on concealed. They had everything on him. They also knew that he was going to be combative, or they knew everything about him. They knew everything about him from the moment they pulled him over. They had already racial profiled him.
You know what I
The
think?
moment they pulled him over, when they ran his tags on him, all that was already racial profile. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. They already have that information. When they sit there and say license, registration, and insurance, they had already run them tags when they pull you over.
Yeah, most definitely. That's why he pulling you over.
And Ms. Class, I'm glad you brought that up, because I'm gonna tell you a story. And I'm not gonna just really say it's racial profiling, but then again, it might have been. I don't know. I remember in 2013, I was driving on expired tags. So of course, I found some knucklehead who was on the corner selling the sticker where I could put on my plate to make it seem like my car was registered up to date. I would never forget this night. I was going to my second job, and I got on the highway, and I noticed this car was following me. When I switched lanes, he switched lanes. I switched back lanes, he switched back lanes. I'm like, is this fool following me? What the fuck? So when I got off the ramp, he got off the ramp. But now, here was the twist. When he got off the ramp, he went on by his business. So I said, cool, well, maybe he not following me. Maybe we just go in the same direction. But that's kind of weird how that happened. So, all right, so I'm finna get ready to pull off in the CVS. Next thing I know, one car came from behind me, switched lane, went on by his business. Then this other car came in. I just got lit up. I said, what the fuck? He was following me, so it was somebody following me. It was this motherfucker following me. And he was like, you know what I pulled you over for? He was a sheriff. I said, hey, yeah, I know what you pulled me over for, but I'm confused about what did I do to make you start following me? I didn't do shit. So Ms. Class, I'm glad you brought it up, because they would run your shit for nothing. You ain't got to do nothing. If a police get behind you, they would run your shit just for nothing.
Yeah, they were running. I know they were running. I was traveling from Fort Hood, me and my friend girl, her fiance. We was traveling from Fort Hood. We was going to school to Fort Lee, Virginia. We was going to school. And so we decided, instead of flying, we decided to drive so that we could get that TDY miles. And we was going to school, and we was driving. We decided to drive her car. So we drove her car instead of driving my car. I said, you know what? We're not going to drive my car, because I know once we get in Virginia, we'll get profiled for real driving my car. So we'll drive her car. And so we drove her car. Soon as we got into Virginia, the cop sped up, got right behind us. So I got over. The cop got over with us. And I was like, okay, I'm driving the speed limit. And I said, well, maybe the cop not following us. I got back over. The cop got back over with me. And I said, okay. So I got off on the ramp. The cop got off on the ramp with me. And I turned and I got back on the highway. The cop got back on the highway. The lights came on, pulled us over. I said, oh, so the cop want to play games with me. All right. I called my husband. I said, hey, get Mike McGonagall on the phone. My husband got Mike McGonagall on the phone, so when the cop pulled me over, I already had my lawyer on the phone. See, I don't play with them cops. I don't play with them at all. I said, get Mike McGonagall on the phone. When he pulled me over, he come up, he said, your tint is too dark. I said, do you see them tags on my car? And he say, where are you heading to? I said, well, we heading to Fort Lee, Virginia. We're going to school. I said, but I was driving the speed limit. And do you see the tag? I said, do you see that little tag on my windshield? You see the tags that's on my car? I said, we're not from here. And stuff. He said, license, registration. I said, why did you pull me over? And he said, I said, why did you pull me over? And he said, I said, hold on. I need you to speak to somebody for a minute. And I put my phone on speakerphone. I said, go ahead and speak to him, Mike. And the cop said, oh, never mind, you know, she's good. See, I don't play them games. I do not play them games. Because first of all, what you're not going to do, you're not going to profile me. You need to know who you're dealing with, first of all. I do not play with those racial profiling, period. I would not play with them.
I never understood what's the deal about the tint on cars, you know, because they even got a law so you can't even have on the inside light of a car. So what would tint would raise any suspicion of you doing what?
Well, in Texas, we can have our Texas allow you to have tint a little bit darker. In Virginia, the tint was dark for Virginia, but being that we had Texas tags, he said the tint was too dark. He cannot pull us over because we was traveling on the highway, but we had military stickers on our window. So when he seen the military stickers on our window, that right there, when he ran our tags, once he ran our tags, our information came up automatically. We was military. It automatically, when he ran our tags, it automatically came back. We was military. It's gonna already red flag we military anyway, cause the car is registered military.
Wow. So what you say about that, Raw Rebel? You heard that, man? You know, you just speaking of that, man. You know, man.
Yeah, man. Man, like I said, bro, this ain't new terrain for me. You know what I mean? I've been around a minute. You know what I mean? I done seen all this shit happen before. Everything that's happening now, I done seen it happen before. You know what I mean? Just without social media and the big, massive coverage of it.
Yeah.
But I done seen this happen before. I done seen children, refugee children, immigrant children in cages before in the Reagan administration. We seen it with Obama. We just ain't paid attention because we were so busy kissing his ass because he was black. You know what I mean? So all this stuff, dog, is to keep people spending money being scared. You know what I'm saying? It's an agenda behind it. But it's always been the agenda. It's been the agenda to kill us with the food. It's been the agenda to kill us with the water. You know what I mean? So we have to be cognizant of these things, but you also got to play the fucking game. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing you could do about it. Nothing you could do about it. Hey, Billy, be tough all you want. Okay, you just make it hard on yourself. You know what I mean? I'm not saying be a coward and walk around with your tail tucked. No, just be smart so you don't have to encounter those things. And when you do encounter it, be smart enough to go home afterwards.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? We have to get up out of our emotions. Because it's just not us getting our ass kicked. They just show us getting our ass kicked. We've just believed the American history story for so long that we've been getting our ass kicked. But if you look at shit, we really haven't. We've been kicking our own ass. You know what I'm saying? The system has become self-productively ran. There's no motherfucker behind the curtain. You know what I'm saying? It's the nigga in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? The system is running itself because we brainwash and we manipulate within the system in our everyday life because we think so fucked up and not able to be accountable for your mistakes when you look in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. This shit is a journey. This is not about what we see with our eyes. This is a journey, man. You know what I'm saying? And we, you know, I may be going off hinge a little bit, but I try to keep
go
it
ahead,
honest as
bro.
possible.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so tired of people letting us be tricked. Okay, yeah, we all got emotions. We all in touch with that. But we cannot base what keeps us alive and what keeps us living in our future off emotions. Because we're not going to have one if we base it off emotions.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Everything is to become, like, stupidly selfish. Like, you so fucking selfish and stupid that you don't know how to take care of yourself so you can teach your children how to take care of themselves. Because we so busy scared, and we so busy talking about what Trump doing, and so busy talking about what the police doing, and this. You can't relate to that shit till it happened to you. So all you can do is put in your mind, okay, this going on. I don't want it to happen to me, so I'm gonna try to prevent it from happening to me. Till it hits home, when we get caught on our emotions, we go on the rant, and then we get to marching, then we get to cry, then we get to screaming, and then tomorrow's over with.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
The system is able to run itself because we so fucking stupid that we're letting some invisible bully us every day.
Exactly.
It's a fucking invisible bully, man. It's a fear tactic. I've seen this shit for 4 decades. 4.
Exactly.
You know, this shit is not new. It's just social media blowing up. You know what I'm saying? And it is an agenda. But the agenda is only to be carried out if we allow it to happen. And the only way we allow that to happen is not self-check. Like, hold up, man, let me get my shit together. Because we can't do nothing outside of this realm, bro. We just playing a part in this realm. This story is way bigger than what the fuck we walking around talking about, crying about.
Agreed.
You know, this shit goes dimensions and deeper. We just playing a role. And it's on you if you want to play the win.
I totally agree with that, brother. Way to hit that thing way to hit it home, bro. I can't even get mad at you, man. You know what I'm saying? Way to hit that home, man. On that note, guys, I'm gonna get ready to shut it down because I'd have been on live long enough, and I got kind of hungry now, so I need to go get something to eat. But Raw Rebel, I'm glad you made it on, brother. Don't make this be your last time, man. We definitely got to do this again, fam.
No doubt, brother. It's a pleasure, man. I appreciate the platform, bro.
Hey, no problem. I appreciate you. And Ms. Classy, you know, you always more than welcome there. You know, that conversation we had earlier, that was fantastic. And like I said, we need to do a show about that topic alone. I think that would be a good topic that me and you can discuss and have other people call in, you know, and share their experience.
You know, I would like to do that topic with Rob Rebel. I would love to do that topic with Rob Rebel.
Hey, he more than welcome to come too. He can join too. Rob Rebel, yeah, you have to listen to the beginning because we were talking about relationships, man. It was a quite interesting discussion, man. You know, and it got kind of deep, you know. And Ms. Class was hitting on a lot of stuff that I just couldn't disagree with her about. You know, she was well on point, man. But you had to listen to it in the beginning. When me and her got to talking, because I called it an icebreaker. I did a little icebreaker conversation that we was talking about relationship and intimacy. You just have to listen to it, man. And you want to be a part of that discussion, if me and her go live with it, man, brother, bring it on, man. We love to have you on, man.
Oh, man, I would love to, bro. I would love to. You know, I got you on notification, so more likely I'll see it, and I know how to get through now.
Gotcha.
You know
I appreciate you, fam. I appreciate you.
Okay.
Hey, and I want to add one thing before you go.
Go ahead.
To the people in the chat, I can't see how many people there, but don't fall for these scams about nothing free. Please, don't fall for these scams that you see online about nothing free. Ain't nothing for free. Because it makes us look crazy when we crowd it up somewhere for free and it's a fucking scam. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to add that. Chris, you know what I'm talking about. But I just want, you know, because it look crazy. We looking real crazy, you know what I mean?
Trust me. Real crazy, here's the thing, man. This is a good show, man, because we got 32 thumbs. And it was quite a handful of people left. I don't know if everybody just left or was YouTube messing up. I know sometimes YouTube will mess up and it will cause people to leave. But we had over 21 or 22 people in the building, and, you know, everything just kind of slowed down. So I don't know what really happened. But at the end of the day, though, apparently a lot of people liked it because we got 32 thumbs up. So that's love right there. I sure appreciate it. My man KR just showed up in the chat room, so I guess he was listening to Bushies. He said, good show tonight. I appreciate you, bro. As a matter of fact, Classy, if it's possible, we got time tomorrow. Maybe we could do that show tomorrow.
Hey, man, I'm for it. I'm for it.
Okay.
I don't have your email, Miss Classy, but I think you may have mine. So email me, and I can email you back and let you know we got time to do it. And if you give us the green light and say, "Hey, Chris, let's do it," I'll set the show up. Let's do it, dear.
Okay, I'll put my email. You don't got my email? It's MissClassy3624@gmail.com.
Hold on, let me see if I can put that in right now. Hold on. Well, I got you on the line. All right, spell it out for me.
MZCLASSY.
Duh, Chris. Okay. Miss Classy, what now?
Miss Classy 3624.
3624.
@gmail.com.
@gmail.com. All right. Check your Gmail and make sure I send it to you right. Make sure I send it right. I just sent something to you. It should just be an email just saying hi. So to make sure I did it right. Did you get it?
Hello. Yeah, I got it.
Awesome. So what I would do tomorrow, depending on how the schedule is running, if I get some free time, I'm going to hit you up on an email. And if you say, hey, let's do it, we will set up a show and we'll talk about that. And like I said, Raw Rep, you got time too, bro? I will call you up. I got your number. You got mine. I will call you up. If you available, man, let's knock it out, bro. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, man. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much, man. Real talk. I enjoyed this, man. I love y'all for this. Appreciate you so much.
Okay,
sure.
Good night, y'all. All right, you too, brother. You too. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Miss Classy and another fellow YouTuber by the name of Raw Rebel Radio. He was the special guest that I was supposed to have on earlier when I did the show, but of course y'all heard him say, you know, it was a notification issue. He didn't get the notification, which I understand because a lot of people are not getting notifications. With everybody, everybody's having this problem with the notification now, and people are not getting them. Even if you got the bell check, people still not getting notification. You can people say, you know, unsubscribe, resubscribe, and re-hit the bell. I've done that too, and a lot of you, I still do not get your notifications. So it's amazing that YouTube do all these updates, but for some reason they not fixing the notifications. And I think that sucks because I believe a lot of us can have a big crowd if they will fix the notifications. Preach. If they would fix the notification, there would be less me trying to do this all by myself, sharing out the show and stuff, hoping y'all would show up and then telling y'all to share it and this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? This shit is a fucking headache. But I love what I do, and when I do what I do, when I do come live, and when y'all do catch it, y'all gradually start coming in, you know, which makes the show even much better. But if you two can get the notification fixed, trust me, a lot of us would have a nice audience. We would. So anyway, I'm glad that the brother still was able to make it on, you know, give his piece on the subject of Miss Classy. Thank you for both conversations, especially the one we had earlier. And if we got time tomorrow, right, Chaos, I know you do, bro. That's why I be trying to share it out myself, you know. So, but like I said, if we got time tomorrow, we're going to bring up the relationship thing tomorrow with Miss Classy and Raw Rebel if you got time. Had a brother come on and join us. Trust me, y'all don't want to miss it. And you want to see what we was talking about? When this show uploads, listen to the beginning when me and Miss Classy was talking. Excellent conversation. Excellent conversation. And the phone lines will be open again tomorrow for y'all to call in and get y'all thoughts on what we're talking about as far as relationship goes. But in that, though, as always, y'all, thank y'all so much. This your man, Chris Thorns. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. And I am out of here. Peace.